ArcGIS also I couldn't find. So the software keeps on changing. You can get using they require sometimes in MB, sometimes in this, sometimes in that. So okay, this remember how we calculated everything. So this is exactly first we will do this exercise first and then we will do the exercise for the spaces. Okay. So the data set I have given you, we want to perform actually the differentiation model and the logistic integration model. Okay. See how step by step. Okay, this model also I will teach you quite a reference model. No much extra पैसा लगेगा. This is out of syllabus I will teach you. This also I have taught you. Logistic regression. We have the what? We have one dependent variable, which is binary. That means the inventory. Then we have the independent variable, or it is also called as covariables. In SPSS software, it is called as covariables. And the covariables are of two types. One is continuous data, and another one is discrete data. Continuous data, I mean the discrete data you need to identify in the software what are they, okay? Such as here, I've given some examples. And then you run the model. Then I'll teach you from here how to do it. First you need the data. Okay, open your QGIS. Launch your QGIS. In the help tool, go search, put raster to ASCII conversion. Raster to ASCII conversion. ArcGIS है, so you can also search raster to ASCII. That means your original data, input data is raster. Now we are converting it to ASCII file. Okay. Grid ASCII and ASCII file. And in our view, it is called ASCII raster. For different software, obviously they have different types. मिला? नहीं है तो फिर जाके इंटरनेट में सर्च करो, गूगल में सर्च करो, converting or exporting raster to ASCII raster in QGIS. जो लोग यूज कर रहे, कितने लोग यूज कर रहे हो आर्चिस? और जो सर क्यों नहीं आ रहा? होगा आराम से होगा। दिस इज अ वेरी सिंपल।
ग्रास के अंदर, ग्रास के अंदर है।
अच्छा ग्रास की, अच्छा QGIS में, अच्छा बोलो जिनको अभी पता है बोलो, कहाँ है बोलो। गो टू QGIS, देन
फॉर्सिंग टूल बॉक्स में सर्च रास्टर टू ASCII, देन ग्रास,
हाँ
अंडर ग्रास r.out.ascii।
ओके, तो उसको यूज करो। या जो लोग एक्चुअली ArcGIS यूज कर रहे हैं, तो दैट इज इन व्हाट कन्वर्जन टूल फ्रॉम रास्टर टू रास्टर ASCII raster. Okay, everyone is there? Share with you one folder. It has got many folders within. So open the folder number 2. Which one says the logistics regression? Yeah. Tutorial takes time. It's not so correct, but some people are not using this. Landslide exercise Jinbu, उसको डाउनलोड करो. Okay, have you shared actually as a zip folder? Zip folder, okay. तो उसको हम zip करो. have created the data for different kind of models. But what you can do is essentially the zero, the first folder, you can upload this data on your GIS software. Okay? Share file as well. So at least then you will be familiar with the data set. खोलो जीरो में जो है उसको खोलो उसको जीरो वाला फोल्डर में जो है you open all this. There is also training landslide training data that I have prepared, landslide analysis data I have prepared. You should be able to open this data as a shared file. Alright. So landslide train, okay, just off all those data. No, on that only. Just train you on, बाकी सब on off करो. Keep the ball. You just study. Now you just do the landslide train. So you can be able to upload, right? Huh? Training data, testing data, okay. Time training and validation data, multi-layer, okay. What other data you have? That's all? Okay. Go on data. Raster. Okay. Now you open the raster data as well. So now, what Dr. Bhuvaneshwari had taught you in the first two tutorials, right? Creating the spatial database, right? So the training data set, the landslide locations, I have already mentioned multiple times how to create the inventory, right? There are different ways. But this data that I have given you basically is the point data. Okay? पूछो समझ नहीं आ रहा तो पूछो अच्छा तो ठीक है दोनों शेयर करो कोई दिक्कत नहीं if anyone is having any issue in terms of opening the software share with your friend that's okay huh? What else you do ऐसे बैठे हो क्या हुआ हाँ सब ये भी डालो सब रास्टर डाटा भी डालो हाँ how many raster data are there how many raster data are there bound then okay go to the exercise 1 वहाँ भी एक्चुअली जो है सर नोट करो तो रास्टर डेटा I just want you to get familiar with the data set.
Sir, इसमें तो there are 3 raster data, study area, bound and hill.
Okay. The next one.
Okay, so exercise 1.
हाँ.
एक्सरसाइज में बहुत है सर।
हाँ खोलो.
इसमें तो there are lots of raster data.
खोलो सब. नहीं सब मत खोलो. पहले खोलो बच्चा. आई में खत्म होता है ना लाइक एस्पेक्ट आई बोलो अच्छा और क्या
अच्छा, हिल वाला जो रास्टर है खुल रहा है क्या?
उसने बोल रहा है ना जीरो में 2 ही रास्टर है नहीं 1 में भी कुछ नहीं बोल
एक हिल बोल के एक रास्टर है लेकिन उसमें कुछ दिख नहीं रहा। जीरो में हिल बोल के एक है उसमें 3 बैंड दिखा रहा है बट नथिंग।
you simply copy this, it doesn't work. You have to copy it in your address. हाँ खुल नहीं रहा है ना रास्टर सब खुल गया बताओ
लैंडस्लाइड का रास्टर
मेरे खुल गया सब कुछ
हाँ, लैंडस्लाइड का वेक्टर डेटा पॉइंट्स है, डेटा पॉइंट्स है, पॉइंट डेटा। हाँ, पूरा जो फोल्डर है ना उसको फोल्डर जो है ना फोल्डर को फीचर्स में ट्रैक करना हाँ, पूरा जो फोल्डर है उसमें फीचर्स में ट्रैक करके वो ले लेना।
yes I want that data to be displayed. Okay, इसका आ रहा है ना इनका वरना लैपटॉप में can we connect to this PC again because मैं खोल नहीं सकता ना इसलिए I can't show it. हाँ everyone go to exercise 1 exercise 1 and then you upload all the data whatever is available there. Yeah. चलो सेट फाइल है सब कुछ था. You will see that what is there. Otherwise we can just connect to this. So क्या क्या कर रहे हो? सब खुल रहा है. Okay, now can we? हाँ, Excel तो नहीं खुलेगा ना. सब खुल रहा है सबका? All raster files, can you be able to open that? Can we connect? आइए तो.
सर वो जो सिस्टम है जिसमें कंप्यूटर कनेक्टेड because already it was connected to this system.
But इसमें खुल रहा है ना? अच्छा ठीक है. यहाँ से निकाल. हाँ बस वैसे रहने दो जब तक. At least I should be able to tell you what is what and all that. See, learning theory and playing around with the actual data set. This is two different experiences, right?
तो जीरो वाला क्या क्लिक कर देना.
So इसमें देखो क्या क्या डाटा है. बहुत सारे डाटा है ना. हाँ. इसका हो जाए ना फटाफट हो जाएगा because I already prepared the data the soil. One is vector, another one is raster. Yeah. Time लग रहा है
जिसमें कोई वैल्यू वगैरह कुछ नहीं दिया है वो वेक्टर उसको हटा दीजिए
सबका कैसे चल रहा है ठीक
एक्सट्रैक्ट नहीं किया उसको एक्सट्रैक्ट कीजिए इसमें करेंगे तो सब आ जाएगा तो एक्सट्रैक्ट इसको सिलेक्ट करके ड्रैग करके वहाँ देखिए एक ही एक्सट्रैक्ट 1G
landslide train और क्यों ऐसा क्यों हुआ? उसको ये zoom layer करो. Okay, landslide train और टेस्ट को सबसे ऊपर ले गया. landslide train और टेस्ट को नीचे जो है सबसे पहला ऊपर ले गया. Okay, good.
ये सब है जो है इस टाइप.
Okay, बाकी सब अभी ऑफ करो. Don't display, just display.
पिक्सल वाला जो दिखा रहा है ना
Okay.
स्लाइड करके वो सब
लैंडस्लाइड नहीं चाहिए अभी. हाँ, ये दोनों को करो. लैंडस्लाइड टेस्ट नहीं है. पीछे से लेके जाओ. Good. So land use on करो. Okay. Now there is one called study area. What is your study area? It must be actually in the first folder. 0 में जाके स्टडी एरिया करो.
वन में भी है सिस्टम.
या वन में
One
भी
में भी है.
वन में भी स्टडी एरिया डालो.
ये रास्टर वाला
चलेगा रास्टर भी चलेगा वेक्टर भी चलेगा. I just wanted to make sure that you have that.
स्टडी एरिया वाला रास्टर फाइल है.
उसका वेक्टर भी है. ओके एनीवे उसका होलो कर दो. सिर्फ पुट द बाउंड्री. मेक इट ब्लैंक ट्रांसपेरेंट में भी. इधर अभी now you all watch here. Check. No, no काम. ठीक है ना? हो रहा है. अगर पानी में पीना तो जैसे क्या है? तो पी लो चाय का फिर पीना. और खुला. Alright, so this is the study area. Okay, what I have shown you in the Jinbu case study, this is the study area. Okay, now in the raster file, the study area. Can you go to the study area, raster file? Open the properties. Show them the number of rows and the number of columns. Statistical. The information about where is the. So x-axis is 1053. That means this is the number of columns, right? And y-axis is 923. That is the number of row. Cell size is 10. Is it 10? 10. Pixel size is 10 meter. Okay? So that means total how many number of pixels are there? X multiplied by y. Correct? Take it in. So this one. That means whenever you are doing this assessment, make sure all these data, input data, they are in the same dimension. Otherwise, you can't be able to do the raster-based analysis. Raster mark, you cannot use it. Okay? समझ में आ गया? ठीक है. Now, इसको बंद करो. Everyone is following me, right? बाद में देख लेना अपने लैपटॉप में. अभी इसको follow करो. Now, check actually the landslide test. Do actually always put the zoom layer. Okay. Now you have two different colors here. So now I mentioned that the landslide inventory data should be split into randomly as in training and testing. And in this case we have taken 70% and 30%. Right? Can you see the distribution of the data set? They are randomly distributed. They are homogeneously distributed, both in the case of training and also in the testing data. So training data essentially what we are going to do is we are going to use it for model building purpose. Testing data, which is keep it aside for validation purpose. Now we have two different colors. Can you check? Go to the properties and check how many information we have. 540.
540 test, 1261 training.
540, right? That means 540 locations we have taken as the training data. Similarly, go and check actually the test data. Yes, this is supposed to be training data. The other one is supposed to be, remember we had 1800 I told you. Right, so this is supposed to be trained, that one is supposed to be test. Doesn't matter. Okay. Now, correct तो है, ट्रेस तो ठीक है, तुम्हारा तो सही रहा। जब मैं गलत मैंने बोल दिया गलत। अच्छा ठीक है, चेंज कर, ओके ठीक है, समझ गए? 1261 are the number of landslides that is considered as the training data, and 540 were considered as the testing data. Combined together, that is all the number of landslide historical data that you have. Okay, clear. Now, how to split the data? You can use in GIS also random selection. You search actually random selection also you can get it. Okay, now close it. Now, let's look at one by one the input conditioning variable. Okay, one variable is, first go to the, in the order, let's go to altitude, go to the D. DM, that is DM. दोनों को ऊपर लेके जाओ उसके बाद उसको ऐसे मूव करो ना, नीचे लेके आओ, स्टडी एरिया के नीचे. So when I do the assessment, I would actually arrange my data in this way. So at least I have my inventory, then I have the study area, then I have actually all the input variables one by one. And the most important input variables in this case we are taking DA, because from them we are deriving a lot of variables such as altitude, slope, aspect, curvature, SPI, and blah blah blah. Okay. Now, so then change the color of them. Modified then modified, change the color. You can do insert also, doesn't matter. No, not black and white, color gradient. Insert. Apply करो. Colorize करो. नहीं होगा. Open karo the value. I would like to see the value. Okay, minimum is no, that's not the one. No. What is the value? It's a fixed value.
Minimum 494, maximum 1.
Yes. 400 something meter te. That's what I want to see. Yeah. Okay. Wait, hold on. So that means this is the depth. That means this is the height. Height is in meter, right? So that means minimum data. This particular area, the minimum height information is 512. Maximum is 935. Okay? समझ में आ गया?
494 से 11.
तो फिर उसको खोलो. अच्छा, 10 modified. ये मॉडिफाई उसको खोलो, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में आना चाहिए ना. Anyway, that is just showing you how to check actually what is the variation. Someone was asking. No, just okay, ये हो गया. Now, if you want to actually check the hillside also, I have prepared the hillside. Check the hillside, take the hillside and put on top. Okay. It gives you a 2D kind of, a 3D, right? 3D kind of perspective, right? So you can visualize in GIS. That means it didn't allow you just now, you couldn't figure it out. Otherwise, if you have the depth, then you can also do the hillside. But you can do permanently by processing and you can save as an insert, or you can also just for visualization purpose also you can do that. Okay? So can you see? That means clearly you can see that is, this is the, oh, achha. What is this? This is a ridge, right? And the slope is facing both sides. This is a valley, right? Now, I mentioned that sometimes if the data is problematic, you can check. If, let's say, landslides are here, that's a problematic. Maybe the department that they have collected the data do not know what kind of input data they have used is wrong. So you must do this checking logically, that whether your input data makes sense or not. Because if this is not properly checked and done, everything is going to be problematic. You are not going to get good result. Okay? Now you can also color coding or whatever. This is just for visualization purpose. And when you are writing a thesis or paper, you can produce very beautiful figures as well. And GIS is very aesthetically beautiful to produce wonderful color maps. Okay, now after, go to the next one. Go to the slope. Put slope I. वैल्यूज के पास ही रखो। हाँ बस वैल्यूज को नीचे रखो। ओके स्लोप now then
slope PI है slope and then after that I
why I put here I because I have made them integer because every analysis in the raster we wanted that's why I have put there at the end I have skipped a few processes in between so that easy for you otherwise उसको करते करते तुमको 2 हफ्ता लग जाएगा यहाँ तक पहुँचते और एक ज्ञान प्रोग्राम करना पड़ेगा आपको सवेरे से शाम तक सिर्फ डाटा प्रिपेयर करते रहो okay so I have skipped a lot of process but those processes are not that difficult to follow okay in order for us to prepare the slope okay go to the raster calculator we can do what you can do many slope yeah straight away you can calculate there are many ways you can calculate no not raster yeah go to the yeah go to yeah raster terrain analysis अब उसको एक्सपेंड करो हाँ इधर ये है ना slope raster terrain analysis जो है so now if you are wondering and many of you how do you calculate this slope तो हमको कोई नहीं था we have calculated from altitude so then is basically the whatever data that we have collected okay वहाँ से now you can double click on this slope इधर देखो मुझे यहाँ देखो slope okay can you all see now elevation layer is the dam put the dam modified dam modified okay z factor is 1 obviously slope एक temporary file नाम दो temporary file put सब नहीं slope underscore 10 slope underscore 10 not 10 TMP underscore double okay save करो run करो files are not supported as y हो गया ना ये लोग आगे बढ़े no छोटा तुम लोगों का no problem ना हो गया कर now this is you know that the process सो गए क्यों पता नहीं चला I told you कि चल रहा है मैंने बोला कि how to create a slope okay our input data is the DEM digital elevation model is essentially the altitude information right और हमने अभी दिखाया कि altitude 500 something to 900 something in this data set. So then you go to the raster terrain analysis. Go here, that is called slope. Double click on the slope. Give the input data actually as the M, and then automatically it calculates for you. Okay. Okay. ये देखो हम भी कैलकुलेट करते हैं. Okay, उसको करो. This is the slope, right? हाँ देखो. Within fractions of second तुमने अभी slope rate करके बैठ गया. Magic. Okay. Similarly, if you want to calculate the aspect, you can do the same thing. We are not doing one by one, okay? But you can calculate, okay? Same. You provide actually input data is the then aspect will be calculated. Hillside also you can calculate. Relief, everything you can. Ruggedness index, everything you can calculate. Certain parameters you can calculate as it is given. Some of them you have to write an equation. Once you understand, like yesterday I was explaining to you what? String power, right? So first you have to derive the flow equation, then you convert actually the slope into radian, and then you just create actually the equation in the raster. That's all. Just follow that, the equation that I mentioned, then you can calculate. Okay. Now can we skip all this? वरना खत्म नहीं होगा. Okay. तो अभी slope we okay, remove कर दो slope. Remove that. Now slope I हो गया. उसके बाद जाओ aspect. One step is that when you derive the slope, obviously the algorithm calculates for you, and the output will be in a not integer. Okay. And what I have done essentially the I layer basically I have converted it to integer. Okay. That means I have multiplied, or you can assign the closest integer value. Okay. Now aspect. Aspect is the direction of the slope. Okay. Here the direction basically varies between 0 to 360 degree, right? And the aspects are all being divided every 45 degrees. Okay. Primarily you have four directions: north, east, south, west. So when you convert that every 45 degrees, so it becomes northeast, right? Then, sorry, 45 degree. Yeah, 45 degree. 90 degree. Sorry, 90 degree. 45 degree. 45 degree. So sorry, north, south. ये चार हो गया. बाकी बीच में का चार. ठीक है? North, south, east, west. Then in between there is a northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. Okay. So here in this case, it is I have taken the data as it is because it shows actually in terms of degrees. Okay. उसको color code करो. That's not slope, that's aspect. Minus 9 होता है ना उसमें, right? Minus क्या होता है? Okay, doesn't matter. Now, okay, can you all see? Now, double click on the aspect. Okay. Now go to the symbol is change हो गया ना? Go to the histogram. No. Symbology. Then what I would like to do, I want to, okay, where is the reclassification here? Classify, sorry, yes. No, don't do that. Just put classify. Classify, अच्छा, change करो उसको, change करो. Put contact. No, not supposed to be like this. Okay, now then go and create actually new aspect from the net. Then they can be able to understand. remember when you are reading the GIS data, when you are saving a file, at least make a nomenclature in a way so that you can easily trace that particular document. हर एक बार actually तुम सोच के बना के भूल जाओ. So that's a nomenclature which is like for me what I would have done 28 years ago. Same nomenclature. There is some old now. Okay, what
अभी भी आज का हम काम तो सुबह आके फ्री ना
जो भी है तो अभी उसको जो है ना अभी उसको
तो हम फोन कर लेंगे अपने खाना को जितनी समय लगता है
okay this is the same okay समझ में आ गया okay now remove this go to next actually go to the SPI करवा आगे चलो curvature varies the values can vary from anywhere from negative to positive when you derive or compute using this software. So essentially, its negative curvatures are concave curvature. Zero values represent actually the flat surface, and then the positive curvature are the convexes. Okay. So this is we are not reclassifying; we are just taking as it is, and I have created actually as integer so that we can easily compute all the analysis we can do. Again, change करो उसमें करो. Can you here show me reclassify between negative maximum to 0 and then one class is all negative values, one is 0, one is positive values. Can you reclassify? Yeah, you can classify. But then change everything so. Classify it to 3 values. Unique values. Okay. No. Why is so much? Yeah, you can go to the reclassify raster. Left. Okay, anyway, now you can see that you can also reclassify into all negative values one type, 0 is one type, and positive values are one type. Okay, now load the next layer, that is SPI. SPI is the next one. Okay, this is already I have calculated the stream power index. Remember in the theory I was explaining how to calculate the stream power index? Remember or not? The what? Logarithmic value of, remember? First you calculate the flow accumulation, and then after that you calculate the slope, and then the slope you convert to radian, then the logarithmic value of this, and you calculate the SPI. Okay, I don't think here they have directly calculating SPI. Can you check? No, Saga, yeah, you can calculate that and then you can put the raster. But as it is, I think it doesn't show. No, it doesn't. Okay, never mind, leave it. It's okay. I have prepared. Now go to the soil. soil related data you take. पूरा ऊपर ले लो उसको सब ऐसे close कर लो. The expand why you have expanded that now. So at least we know what is the data we have put in that. Okay. Soil text, soil thick. Soil metal आ जाके तुम लोग कुछ ले लो फिर. That's what I expect. Now sir. इसको बेचो मत. Okay. All right. Now, so this open the raster layer. Soil trend. Okay. Assign color coding. Okay. Diagram. Okay. Just expand करो. So four type of drainage. Soil drainage materials are there. Okay. Rest of the data study here. Do it for soil texture. No, it doesn't have 97. It's something wrong actually. It has got how many classes? Where to check? You can check from the how they feel.
बोल देते हैं सर से.
Because it is already raster data. So you need information. Okay, जाओ. Go ahead. Now open the next one. उसको expand मत करो. Go to the soil thickness. Okay. Soil thickness. Then you go on the soil matter. Okay. Then go color change. तो अभी रिकॉर्डिंग चल रही है ना अभी शुरू हो गया हमारा. ओके. Then go to the soil topo. What is that soil topo? बोलो तो. Soil topo. क्या है? Soil topo, there is one layer. I think once we check my PowerPoint, then I can check it. अच्छा, तुम्हारे पास actually मैंने Excel फाइल भी रखा. You open the Excel file. All the information will be there. And also, I have given the equation how to calculate the two models. If you are smart enough, actually you can also apply to your board domain as well. Okay. खोलो तो. Excel फाइल खोलो.
सिंबोलॉजी में डिटेल है उसका डेटा का, डेटा सेट का.
सिंबोलॉजी में डिटेल है ना. अच्छा, सिंबोलॉजी में नहीं तो जाओ डिटेल.
QGIS में सिंबोलॉजी में चाहिए द डिटेल
होना चाहिए. Go to the properties. I don't know. What does it show? What I would like to know? What are they?
सर ये माउंटेनस एरिया,
वही चाहिए मुझे.
हाँ, एलुवियल फैन, रिवर, फ्लूवियल प्लेन, ये डेटा.
यार आपके होना है.
हाँ सर रात में तो सो हो रहा है।
रात में आ रहा है किधर
आप में आ रहा है
ये क्या है कोई QGIS ओके मैं सोचा पर चले तुमको दाल का ओके सो दैट QGIS में इतना क्या है और वैसे क्यों दिख रहा है ओके ऑलराइट ArcGIS में आ रहा है ना तो क्लियरली आना चाहिए बस वेरी फैमिलियर विद ArcGIS हाँ वो इंफॉर्मेशन बहुत जरूरी है because that is what you would like to know what this particular type of class belongs to what type okay alright so इसको बंद करो अभी ओपन करो next go to the timber और पूरा चारों को ले लो timber का जितना चार timber density timber age timber diameter and timber type okay doesn't matter we know that okay क्या क्या है 6 ये जो बताओ कोई टिम्बर एज का क्या क्या है कितना 1 साल का है फिर 2 साल का है फिर 3
0 to 6
6 साल का ओके तो 6 साल का है 1 to 6 ओके दैट मींस छोटा बच्चा से 6 साल का बच्चा ठीक है अभी देन नेक्स्ट ओपन टिम्बर डेंसिटी okay density basically it's a number right basically it is the density you have calculated the density timber density okay so we must go then you go to the timber diameter क्या है करो diameter में क्या क्या वैल्यू है timber diameter 0 to 4 वो मीटर होगा नहीं डायमीटर मतलब 4 मीटर का ही होगा ना मेक सेंस ओके छोटू वाला का है मतलब 1 मीटर फिर बड़ा वाला टिम्बर ओके गो टू द नेक्स्ट वन टिम्बर टाइप कितना है हाँ
levels are given H D
अच्छा वो मैं पावर पॉइंट में लिख के बैठा हूँ क्या क्या है अच्छा सर देयर आर डिफरेंट लेवल्स ओके सो दैट इज द पावर पॉइंट ओके दैट मींस देयर आर मेनी क्लासेस देयर 8 क्लासेस है शायद 3 क्लासेस पता नहीं इसमें कलर कितना दिख रहा है कलर कितना है
11 classes are there
11 कलर ठीक है हां 11 ओके गुड नाउ इसको बंद करो फिर अच्छा हमने TWI एक्चुअली को ऊपर रख दो SPI के नीचे रखो टोपोग्राफिक विटनेस इंडेक्स नीचे रखो नहीं SPI के नीचे रखो SPI स्टडी एरिया के ऊपर हां बस कहां गया TWI, I have also taught you how to calculate. I have given the equation. Okay. If time permits, in one of these days, Dr. Guneshwari is going to teach you how to calculate SPI and how to calculate TWI. It's very simple process. Okay. That means you have to. Your original data is then, and there are some steps that you need to do. Plus, if you have the sync of the then, because when you do the interpolation of the then, there will be sometimes gaps. So when there is gap, that means no data available, so that it doesn't do the calculation. Therefore, first you fill the data, right? Fill the sink. After filling the sink, then there are processes that you do. First, you have to calculate the flow application. For both SPI and TWI, flow application is the most important parameter. And then one is the tangent, one is the Okay. अगर टाइम है तो ठीक है. Okay. Now go to, so I have already calculated here. Now उसको expand मत करो. मत करो. Band 1 की और keyboard type करोगे expand मत करो. Okay. Now go to distance from lineament. Okay. उसको भी करो. Color करो.
सभी काम करते हैं
Okay, can you see this?
बन गया
Distance from lineament, dist. Okay? So that means the original features, original feature data was, what are these? These are the location of the lineaments. And how do you draw the lineaments? Basically you have to collect it from the structural map. Geological map, they would have also information about lineament. You don't try to interpret the lineament because you are not a structural geologist. So you do not have the enough knowledge actually to draw a lineament. Okay, so you must follow that what has been prescribed, what has been given there. So these are the lineaments. So we now do the buffer analysis from the center of the lineament, both sides the distance. What distance will you use here? What algorithm that you use here? Normally, Euclidean distance analysis you would have studied actually. GIS. Okay, Euclidean distance is a very popular distance analysis. Okay, and that's what it has happened. Now you can also reclassify the values between 0. That means maximum is about 1.8 kilometer. This is in meter, right? Because distance, so it's in meter, right? Now, can you reclassify into 10 classes? Equal interval. Just showing you what's in place. Huh? Huh? 2040.
Sir, how many classes? 10.
10 क्लास है?
कर सकते हैं reclassification.
नहीं मैं अभी just I was trying to teach you how to do the reclassification. Reclassification में जाओ. इस पे मत करो ना. इसमें मत करो, इधर जाओ, रास्टर एनालिसिस में जाओ. Reclassify. Right table, right there. It's not coming, right? Okay, right table. So easy, it's really not GIS. But this is the way forward, because this is for free. तो कितना पैसा चार्ज करता है? GIS is one of the richest company. हाँ, contact करो, 10 class करो, 10 classes. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Those who have at GIS, you know how to do the reclassification. Okay, then only you can see. But here we are not doing anything. We are just giving the as a continuous data. We are not converting as. When you reclassify, essentially you are making it as a discrete. Now we are taking actually as a continuous data. So in the logistic regression, see the difference. I have prepared the data for logistic regression model. So in the logistic regression model, all the data has to be integer values, okay? And the data you are not reclassifying them. In frequency ratio I mentioned to you, certain data you reclassify to 10 quantile classes. Here no, because the logistic regression software would treat actually the continuous data continuous and the discrete data discrete. Therefore you need to select which are the input data are discrete. Okay? Now go to the next one.
यहाँ से टेम्पो बैठेंगे सामने से
Geology.
वहाँ से उतर गए
कितना क्लासेस है? 5 नहीं 5 क्लासेस. 5 क्लासेस. क्या है? नाम क्या है? Okay, there are actually some abbreviated code names that you can use. Okay, no problem. Now, go to the land use. कितना क्लासेस है इधर? 6. अच्छा वैल्यूज आते हैं ओके उसके अंदर वो नहीं है उसमें जाओ नो 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 यू सिलेक्ट द एट्रीब्यूट व्हिच एट्रीब्यूट दैट यू आर लुकिंग एट हाँ सिर्फ उसी में है एट्रीब्यूट भी होगा अच्छा और कुछ नहीं अच्छा ठीक है 15 है ना 16 there are 16 types okay now go to the next one what is that of the one उसको actually remove कर सकते हो क्या छोड़ो ओके लिनियमेंट पे जाओ लिनियमेंट जो लाइन डेटा ओके दिस इज द इनपुट फॉर द लिनियमेंट नाउ कैन यू शो दैट go to the Euclidean distance calculate the buffer can you search for Euclidean distance analysis do distance analysis buffer vector geometry उधर तो बहुत इजी है GIS में जाओ उसमें सर्च करो Euclidean distance उसमें जो होगा है ना स्पेशियल एनालिसिस में होगा Euclidean distance हो गया ना इसमें होगा मिल गया ऑफर में ना as long as you know what kind of algorithm that they use. Okay, just to show you. Now you can see the buffer, right? So that's how essentially what it does all. Okay? Now, close this. Then go to the geology total. Forest total लिखो, geology total लिखो. And then you can see this is a vector file, right? Okay. So किसी का भी करो तो आइयो चीज़ा I think essentially one should keep on changing that particular type of feature class right छोड़ो then नीचे और क्या कुछ है forest total forest का भी नहीं forest total से हमने वो timber वाला डाटा extract किया देखिए you look at actually the information see so this is the input data and we have extracted all of them as a individual raster file in the forest data so we have forest diameter forest density forest age forest land got me that is why when I was teaching you about attributes and attributes are very useful in the GIS okay close now what we should do. Can I switch back to here? इसको switch करो. अभी इसको switch करो. इसको आप पहले से वहाँ से जाएंगे ओके टॉप में जाएंगे अच्छा good so now let's go